Something Josh has been talking about repeatedly to me is AI thumbnails and art. And he said, Jordan, can you tell when AI, have you noticed more AI thumbnails and stuff like on YouTube? And I was like, yes, Josh, I haven't heard anybody else talk about this, but you can spot it from a mile away.
What is it? It's like the texture on the skin or something.
I don't know.
Like, are they all coming from one website or something?
Probably.
But I mean, I just went around and just grabbed a few that I saw, and there were like a bunch more. Mm-hmm. But look at this one of Trump.
But you can also tell when you click these videos, just out of curiosity, if you click them, a lot of them are clearly made from somebody who's just mass piling, making videos. And it's read by a computer, but it's very convincing. But it's read by a computer, and it's very clear that the script was written by ChatGPT or something like that. And they're just pumping out these videos, and I'm like, man, is this going to be the death of art, social media? Because it's just going to be so much content.
You were talking the other day on the podcast a few weeks back about the idea that maybe there's some optimism here, because if AI sort of takes over like the creative, like the art space, then maybe you'd find more people in the trades. I would say this is an argument against that, because this just looks so lifeless and dead.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like a dystopian, like a movie or something, where it's like all the soul has been taken out of the creative arts, and everybody is just sort of just like staring at a screen.
Well, you know, everything is created by AI to get their attention, and they can't look away. So it's just the people who have not put that on, who have made their own like Amish society that can combat that, because they refuse to put it on, because they know if they put it on, they'll get sucked into it too, because they're not strong enough to.
Yeah.
And then they just all start dropping one by one like flies.
Yeah.
And then they just, the society is over and humanity is dead.
Are you opposed to AI in thumbnails? Just as an idea?
No, let knock themselves out. If they want to do this and ruin it, do it. Like, I won't click your video if I know that it's AI.
That's 100%. If I see a video with a AI thumbnail, I don't click on it.
No.
Even if it looks interesting.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
I just don't like, on principle, I don't, you know, it's fine if people do it, I guess, but me personally, and on principle, no.
It is weird. It really does have a look. Like, it must be the same. Everyone must be using the same thing. I don't know.
Didn't it seem like it was just one day? Oh, yeah, by the way, we have AI all over the place.
Yeah, now. And then all of a sudden, applications that you've used, like audio blocks or anything, I think audio blocks, but every service that you would be subscribed to, then all overnight are like, now you can AI search on here.
Right.
It was like all at once.
And then Premiere Pro is like, and now you can, or Photoshop, now you can create images with AI. Yeah. And like, and by the way, you can go online and just type in, make a picture of Mickey Mouse.
And it pops up.
Mickey Mouse eating a squirrel. And it's just all this weird stuff. And it's like, I never understand. Like, I see all these images on the line. I'm like, what website are people going to make these ones that look so good? Because maybe they're like paid services.
Maybe.
The ones that I've looked at always look terrible. The only thing that was always interesting to me is the voice creator thing. The voice AI things where you can like make something sound like celebrities, like Trump or whatever. That's funny.
That's interesting to me.
But that's probably the most dangerous thing of all.
Yeah, that's the thing that really is scary. But even Sarah, when I talked to her, she's like, it's gotten to the point that I just don't trust anything that I see anymore. Like, if I see it, I don't actually know if it's real when I'm just scrolling through.
That's exactly what Kelly said. The first time we talked about it, she was like, you're not going to be able to trust anything that you see anymore. And I was like, welcome to my world.
Right. So exactly. So it makes you want to use things less because it's less meaningful. Yeah. Well, it's one thing if I have to decide if I disagree with somebody or not online, but it's one thing if I have to decide, is this even real so I can even have an opinion? Now the opinion on it is if the thing's even real or not, then I have to figure out if I agree with it or not. It's too much. So I think people are going to hopefully that's going to burn them out like crazy. If you don't even know what's real when you're looking at it, like an opinion, if you don't even know if an opinion is real or if you're arguing with a robot, it's like picking up the phone and it's like, beep, hello, and then they have like their way of like convincing you that they're real, and you're like, no, I'm literally talking to a computer.
Right. Did you hear that some group had like robocalls made that sounded like Biden, like giving them the wrong date to vote or,
Oh
or
yeah, I
something
did hear
like
about
that.
Yeah.
It's very odd, very strange thing. It's strange world things happening in
I think all this is going to make it so that people use the internet less. It's going to be this weird thing where it's going to suck you in so much because it's going to get so good at like reading you, but then it's going to make you want to instinctually not use it because it's going to feel so fake and heartless.
I think these things have such a stranglehold now in the way that phones are just built to addict you. I think there's going to have to be some kind of crisis that forces people off of their phones before anything like that really seismically changes.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if somebody like me still uses my phone as much as I do, and this is how I feel about it, then what hope do people that don't even like see the problem have?
There has to be enough people, and I think it doesn't have to be as many people to change to make there be a big change. That's always, everybody thinks that so many people have to change. So, well, we're so screwed because the whole world would have to change in order for everything to get better. And it's like, that's so hopeless. It's probably really only like a solid 50,000 people have to be like, no, we're not, I'm not doing this anymore, to make a movement that starts.
Okay, sure.
And I think it's less than 50,000. I think if there's just a small group of people that decide to make a change, it's like Pandora's box. I don't think because so many people, like I've heard people say this, each person has more of an impact on the world than they think because they know 10 people, those people know 10 people, and your idea can spread very quickly, even without the internet. This is just like prehistoric times. So with the internet, I don't know. I feel like things can change a lot faster. I don't think it's doomsday yet.
All right.